Thank you. You may be seated. We will now have roll call and club reports. Can all leadership team members come to the dance floor to report on the number of officers, members, faculty advisors, Kiwanis advisors, and division team members in attendance? And with your club reports, please report on past and upcoming club service projects, fundraisers, and activities. Don't say anyone who isn't physically here. Okay.
Baldwin is present with 10 officers, 32 members, and 1 divisional team member.
Could you repeat that, please?
Baldwin is present with 10 officers, 32 members, and 1 divisional team member.
Thank you. Castle.
Castle High School is here with 1 officer.
Yeah.
Barrington High School is here with 1 officer.
Yeah. Not yet. General session.
Hilo High School is present with 5 officers, 11 members, and 1 divisional team member.
Iolani is present with 3 officers and 1 member.
Kaiser is present with 4 officers, 4 members, and 1 div team member.
Kapa'a.
Kapa'a is present with 6 officers, 3 members, and 1 divisional team member.
Kauai.
Kauai is present with 7 executive members, 45 members. Yeah.
Kinki Kaulike is present with 2 officers and 2 members.
Lelehua.
Lelehua is present with 1 officer and 2 members.
Maui.
Maui is present with 1 officer.
Mililani.
Mililani is present with 6 officers and 8 members.
Punahou.
Punahou is present with 7 officers, 4 members, and 1 div team member.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt is present with 1 officer and 2 members.
St. Anthony.
St. Anthony is present with 1 officer.
St. Louis.
St. Louis is present with 4 officers, 2 members, and 1 Kiwanis advisor.
Waiakea is present with 12 officers, 30 members, and 1 lieutenant governor.
And Waipahu.
Waipahu is present with 7 officers and 11 members.
Please now do club reports. Baldwin.
For past activities, we raised money for PTP, which led to this kind of social thing that we had with other clubs online. And we also did bingo with people at Hale Mao. Oh, my bad. For upcoming activities, they're still being discussed with our officers.
Thank you. Castle.
Castle Key Club in the past month has done newsletter folding and the the Malama 96744 graffiti paint out and community cleanup. For future projects, we are going to do the 6744 fair, family activity night, Pohai Nani next week. Possibly another newsletter folding, another Missouri cleanup, and we are going to do a social event soon to train our new elected officers.
Thank you, Barrington.
The old business that Farrington did was make Valentine cards for Hale Kipo to support the foster and runaway. And the old business is a project with Farrington doing recycling and pancake breakfast.
Thank you, Hilo.
Hilo's old business includes playmaking for convention, tennis court cleanups, Nail setup and expo fair, K-Kids garden cleanup, DAT fair, or DAT fair, convention packing, Onizuka Day, and a JA banquet. And new business includes recycling, Ocean Day at Keokaha, Hard Walk at Liliuokalani, a standing Constalis baseball tournament, and a PNR track and field meet, and a foundation setup and dinner.
Thank you, Yolani.
Some of our past projects include Hawaiian newspaper transcribing, helping at an intermediate speech tournament at the UH Band Festival, and we also just finished holding elections. And for new business, we have donating items for our school's blood drive, as well as helping at the kindergarten through second grade space night. We also have working at our family fair, ice packing, and the Kiwanis pancake breakfast.
Thank you, Kaiser.
Kaiser's old business includes the Hawaii Kaikui Farms, where we work at a local farm in our community. We did the school beautification, where we cleaned all the classrooms on campus. We had school recycling, and our upcoming events include the, we just also held elections. Our upcoming events include a social, our schools,
Thank you. Before we continue, hey Key Clubbers, how do you feel? Please be respectful to the leadership team members because they are reporting on behalf of their clubs.
Sorry, we also just had the math meet, which was this weekend, where our school volunteers who didn't go to convention, they were at the school and they were working at the school's math meet. Upcoming events is Cougar Night, which is our school's school-wide, like all the clubs at our school have a big social event. We have Spring Fest coming up, and our school's executive board is working on other events.
Thank you, Kapa'a.
Our past events was an Angel Tree project where we give gifts to underprivileged kids, and we did a Lights on Rice parade, and we had whale watching classes, and our future events are going to be a whale watching, French breakfast, relay for life, and a beach cleanup.
Thank you, Kauai.
Kauai's old business, we had a highway cleanup which is under the Adopt a Highway Foundation, and also Easter Seals, in where we cleaned up a facility for them younglings. And a whale watching in which we participated with Kapa'a and Salvation Army envelope folding, and let's not forget our weekly occurring events that we have. New business. We have Salvation Army food bank envelope folding once again, and some several weeks occurring. And our officer elections, again, are occurring events.
Thank you, Kinki Kalike.
Our past events was, as Baldwin said, we fundraised for a pediatric trauma program, and we won, so we didn't have to bring any food to the social or potluck, and we had a DCM. And then we also did a Giggle Hill cleanup, which is like a park on Maui. For upcoming, we're gonna have a mobile lab cleanup. So we're gonna like clean off like the computers, like keyboards and stuff like that. Then we're also gonna have like a late Valentine's Day social for our club. And we're gonna probably most likely hold elections.
Thank you. Lelehua.
We don't really have any recent old events, but our new events are where we're gonna have a science day where we help kids do science labs around our school. We have the AIDS Walk coming up, and we have a health fair.
Thank you, Maui.
Maui, for our past events, we played bingo at Halemakua. We helped at the parent night at Pomaikai, and we helped at the Read Aloud program at Kihei Elementary School. Our upcoming events, we're helping at EAL Preschool's fair, and we'll have more Read Aloud days at Kihei Elementary School.
Thank you, Melanie.
Past events that Melanie participated in was Read to Me, where we read to the little kids at elementary school near our high school. We had the Kiwanis Car Wash and the campus beautification. Some future events are we're going to tutor and read to the students at the elementary school. We have a Meth Awareness Day, and it's going to be held at our high school.
Thank you, Punaho.
Past events include the Salvation Army bell ringing service, Bank of Hawaii Family Sundays, fundraising for PTP, and working at the Punaho Carnival. Upcoming events include Read and Seed at Kawaiaha'o Church School, HUGs, outdoor education, and officer elections.
Thank you. Roosevelt?
So past projects, we did shea rice making at the zoo, Zoo Lives, the Honolulu Marathon, and Kiki ID. New projects, we have Our Relay for Life, Kiwani's Pancake Breakfast, AIDS Walk, and the Great Aloha Run.
Thank you, St. Anthony.
For past events, we played bingo at Halemakua, and we recently had a meeting. And then upcoming events, we have Relay for Life, and then the Keiki Festival in April.
Thank you, St. Louis.
In the past, St. Louis was involved with KFD fundraiser and the Catholic School Week project. And in the future, we are planning to do Relay for Life, more fundraiser, and Kaukau Wagon.
Thank you, Waikea.
For YK's past events, we assisted with the Hilo to Volcano Ultra Marathon, Mall Walkers, Ellison Onizuka Science Day at UHH, YKL's Read Aloud Program Night, and a lot of convention preparations. For upcoming, we're going to be helping our school with variety show setup and cleanup, rodeo concession, the state academic competition, recycling, and the Valentine's Day run.
Thank you, and Pahu.
Our past projects were Drug Free Fair, USS Missouri, Kiwani's Car Wash. We also attended IAEA, DCM, and we had our elections. Our upcoming projects are Mahalo Marsh, Thank You Lunch with Angel Trio, Kiwani's Car Wash, and Relay for Life.
Thank you, leadership team members. You may take your seats. We will now continue on to old business. Club membership dues. Thank you to the 22 clubs in Division 22 that have paid their club membership dues to Key Club International. For the club that has not paid their dues, please realize that all clubs that do not pay their dues by February 1st, 2012 are now considered suspended. Ms. Masuhara and I are working with the sponsoring Kiwanis Club for the club that has not paid their dues in our division, and so we will resolve this concern soon. Are there any questions? You should all really be proud of yourselves because for, I believe, the last 2 years we've had, for the last 2 years we've had 2 clubs that have not paid their dues, and therefore they've become inactive and suspended. So congratulations to all of you for paying your dues. Next, service and members in good standing. Just remember to continue to do service each month because Key Club is an international organization devoted to serving in our home schools and communities. It's not simply a social organization. If you still need help finding service projects because the Key Club year does not end until district convention, just feel free to contact myself or our division project assistant, Colin Paris. Are there any questions about service? Okay, and for members in good standing, congratulations to all who are awarded the Members in Good Standing Award for next year, and even if in the upcoming months, all of you are eligible to be members in good standing, you simply have to pay your club membership dues, which all of you have. You have to complete 50 service hours, at least 50 service hours, and you have to uphold the values and ideals of Key Club International. Are there any questions? Okay. Division Project PTP. So please continue to raise funds for PTP. I believe our penny work is going successful. It's going to end today. And then our division, well, we're going to take it back and count all of it, and then it will be reported via email. And thank you to the 5 clubs that have donated separately to the division on behalf of the division. Are there any questions? Can anyone explain what the pediatric trauma program is? No one can explain what the pediatric trauma program is. Lauren Liho, please come explain what the pediatric trauma, or you can stand up and yell it really loudly.
They have a program for children who suffer through trauma or anything bad happened to them, and most of them pass away or something really bad. So they have a program to make sure that doesn't happen. And I believe that in Kapilani Hospital in Oahu is one of the hospitals that trains like doctors, nurses, other EMTs to train and make sure that it doesn't continue and to stop the PTP and stop it. Yeah.
Thank you, Lauren. Okay. Next, club officer elections. So just to let all of you know, according to the Key Club International Guidebook, clubs should have held their elections during February in order to be, let's just keep it at that. So please elect your 2012-2013 club officers either by the end of this month or at the latest by the end of March so that they can receive proper training within the next 12 months. And all presidents that are elected, you will be contacted by the next Lieutenant Governor in regards to directory information. Are there any questions? Okay. The key for February. You're all here at 51st Annual Key Club Hawaii Convention. Therefore, your attendance at convention and your participation in the various contests and awards shows that you are committed to recognizing, which is what the key for February is, recognizing your fellow advisors, officers, and members for their hard work this year. So good job to all of you for your attendance. Are there any questions in regards to old business? New business, our Key Club Hawaii Convention 2012, which is what we're at right now. And so just an overview of convention, we're gonna have like a discussion so everyone can reflect on their experiences. And so I'm gonna call off an event or an activity that we did at convention, and if we can have some volunteers to explain their feelings about it. Please come up, please. Okay. So just in regards to the caucus sessions, was anyone able to learn something new? Well, that's great. You're all very educated about the caucus session. Good job. Okay, was anyone able to learn something new about member recognition? Who just said that? Matt Perry. Matt Perry, can you stand up and tell everyone what you learned?
I learned that it's important to recognize all of our members, because when everybody feels important, everybody does 1,000 times better than they did beforehand. So, yeah, no matter what, just encourage everybody to be amazing.
Okay, can someone give a reflection about a workshop that they attended? Yay, Justin.
Better photos in order to better document any events that you participated in Key Club. And I felt that was a really good thing to incorporate technology into classes for this convention, because historians and people like that are people who want to be historians to learn how to take better photos, thus better documenting their experience.
Thank you, Justin. And finally, can someone give a reflection about our wonderful service project? Oh, come on, I know you all enjoyed the service project. Oh, Gina! Thank you. Okay, now we're going to go over a few details about our 2013 Key Club Hawaii Convention. And so in regards to date and location, we haven't exactly determined it yet, but Mrs. Masuhara, myself, and some members of the division team have done some visitations. And although we're not confirming yet, our main visitation was with Ala Moana Hotel for next year, so it may possibly be on Oahu, but nothing is confirmed until the next lieutenant governor is in place. And so right now, I also need another discussion. We're going to go over the pros and cons to having convention a week before President's Day weekend, because for all of you very non-tired Key Clubbers, we have school tomorrow, so. Yay! Okay, so if some people could state them pros and cons about it, whether or not you'd prefer it be on President's Day weekend or not. If not, then we're going to plan it accordingly. Okay then. Well, can I have a raise of hands about how many of you would prefer it on President's Day weekend? Okay, and how many of you would prefer it on another weekend besides President's Day weekend? Okay, thank you. Just some things to note for next year's convention. Please note that the 2013 CNH Key Club District Convention will be on March 22nd to the 24th, which means that our convention may possibly need to be earlier in order for us to elect a lieutenant governor on time, and in order for us to send in our registration for convention on time. And just to let you know that this date for DCON is earlier than in the past, and so yes, once again, on-time DCOM registration, which is the cheapest registration, will be earlier, and any submission for district and division contests and awards will also be much earlier. So just be prepared for that. Okay, are there any questions in regards to our convention? Member recognition. If you have not yet if you didn't submit a contest application for our convention, please know that you can submit applications for the CNH Key Club District Convention. All contest and award applications have been posted on the Cyber Key, which is www.cnhkeyclub.org, under the Recognition tab, and that's been there since December, so hopefully you've all looked at that. There are also lots of resources that you can look at, including manuals, handbooks, and tutorials. And just know that the deadlines for district contest e-portfolios is Friday, March 2nd, 2012, so that's coming up kind of soon. And so please, if you did not submit for our division or for our Hawaii convention, please submit for the district convention. If any of you are doing binders, which are international awards, including single service, major emphasis, and so forth, they need to be received by the CNH district office, which means that you have to mail it before. They have to be received by Friday, March 2nd. So is there anyone who is applying for the district convention awards? Please raise your hand. Raise it high so I can see. If you're applying for the district convention awards, this includes everything from traditional scrapbook, non-traditional, everything. Okay, well that's good. I will be sending out an email to clarify some details with the applicants or the recipients of the awards from our convention and everyone who did apply for awards for our convention. Are there any questions? Okay. The CNH Key Club District Convention 2012, so just some general details. The dates are Friday, April 13th to the 15th. The current group that is going from Hilo and Waikea will be leaving on the 11th and will be returning on the 16th. Its location will be the Santa Clara Convention Center in Santa Clara, California. And at this moment, payments, the registration fee is $160. Any transportation and hotel outside of the convention will be $200. And at the moment, I believe the airfare is between $800 to $1,000. But we have communicated in the past about cheaper airfare, and nobody really has taken advantage of it. So if you are interested in attending DCON, although it's kind of late, please inform us, but also know that you will need to bring a chaperone because the current chaperones will not be responsible for you. Are there any questions? Okay, well, DCON registration will be conducted online this year, and I will be assisting all the clubs with completing their registration and submitting the necessary paperwork. And right now we have 3 members and three members and 1 faculty advisor from Hilo and 2 members and 1 faculty advisor from Waikea going to district convention. Okay, are there any questions in regards to DCON? The 2012-2013 Division 22 team, if you are interested in serving on the next Division 22 team, please contact the Lieutenant Governor, the next Lieutenant Governor, when we do announce it via phone or email, and they'll explain all the details to you. Are there any questions? Okay. And finally, the key for March. Does anyone know the key for March? It's also does anyone know the key for March? I saw your hand, Ethan, so you should say it. What? Okay, yes, the key for March is train. Thank you, Ethan. So just know that club elections need to be completed, and before the officers' terms end, please conduct some type of training or an officer training within your club so that the new officers are aware of what duties and responsibilities they will need to complete as officers. The incoming officers shouldn't need to struggle with anything if you all do your jobs and train them. So are there any questions? Okay. Announcements, next DCM, next Division Council meetings. So your island coordinators will be going over the next Division Council meetings. The Hawaii Island Division Council meeting is to be determined. Kauai.
Hi everyone. So Kauai's DCM will be taking place on March 31st. We'll be doing our annual whale watching, helping them again, and it'll be at Poipu Beach Park at 7:15 a.m. So please be early. Lunch will be provided and the DCM will follow after our service project has finished. Thank you.
Maui.
So Maui's March DCM will be held on March 24th at Keopulani Park. We will be helping with the American Heart Association Heart Walk, which starts at 6 o'clock a.m. I will email you more information, and after the project was when we'll have our DCM.
And Oahu.
Oahu's DCM will be held on Sunday, March 11th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be at Kapiolani Hospital to be working with Martyrdines of the Newborn Intensive Care Unit.
Okay, monthly submissions. The monthly report form, the next monthly report form is due on Saturday, March 3rd, 2012. So all your secretaries, write this down right now, please. It's really important that you turn in the February monthly report form because your annual achievement report scores will be determined based off of the February monthly report form. Are there any questions? During January, I only received 14 out of the 23 clubs monthly report forms. So if you have not turned in your January monthly report form, or if you haven't turned in monthly report forms for the past couple of months, please work on it and feel free to turn it in at any time before the end of this Key Club year. Any questions? Division newsletter submissions. The next division newsletter submission deadline is Wednesday, February 15th, 2012. And so, if you would like to submit, please submit to myself, to our assistant Jamie, and to Mrs. Masuhara. It will be somewhat of a convention edition, and so if you would like to give a short shout out, like a one-sentence shout out, please write down a piece of paper and give it to us by the end of the convention. Are there any questions? And also, CNH District newsletter submissions. I believe only Punho School Key Club submitted a CNH District Key Club newsletter submission, so good job, Punho. But seriously, this is one of the last opportunities for you awesome clubs to submit any events that you've participated in within the last month. And so please, please, please submit things for our CNH District newsletter. And they can be sent to myself, to Jamie, and to Mrs. Masuhara. Are there any questions? Okay then. I now adjourn our February Division Council meeting.